What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Diego Lopes versus Gene Silva. Diego Lopes, 26 wins, 7 losses, 4-1 in his last 5 fights. Blown in the 9th again. Plus 235 underdog. 30 years old, 5'11", with a 72.5-inch reach. Fighting Gene Silva, 16-2. Big old win streak, minus 285 favorite. 28 years old, 5'7", with a 69-inch reach. 4-inch in height for Diego Lopes, with a 3.5-inch reach advantage also for Diego Lopes. So, God, this fight is so crazy. You know, Diego Lopes obviously coming off that loss against Volkanovski, where he had big moments. He hurt Volk multiple times. Volk obviously looked better. His movement was really good. He was on point. He was able to hit Lopes. The biggest takeaway I could say in that matchup was Lopes' cardio seemed a whole lot better in that matchup. He looked very durable. Volk's not a big power guy, but he does have power. He was able to still find the target even while Volkanovski was winning. You know, something with Gene Silva is he is hittable. Bryce Mitchell is hittable. Really, everyone has hit him unless he's like Charles Joban. No, that's not correct. Jourdain. I'm thinking about Alan Joban and mixed up. Charles Joban. You know, we know Diego Lopes is much more well-rounded. That we know. We've seen more of Diego Lopes than we've seen of Gene Silva. You know, Diego Lopes, we've seen 7 fights. He has 3 finishes. You know, both of his losses obviously are by decision. You know, Gene Silva, you know, he's what, 5-0. We've seen 5 finishes, but who's the best guy that he's fought? Who's the best one? Yeah, Weston Wilson, he should have beaten. Jourdain, that he knocked him out is very impressive because Jourdain has a really good chin. Drew Dober cut him in the 3rd round and finished him, even though he was winning every moment of that fight still. Melsik's not that good. Bryce Mitchell, not good, and he choked him out, which was filthy. I mean, if you look at Diego Lopes, who's he fought? Volkanovski, Brian Ortega, Dan Ige, Sadiq Youssef, Pat Sabatini, Gavin Tucker's, whatever, Movsar Evloev. I mean, holy moly. Even Joe Anderson Brito back in 2021. So many good fighters. Dominated Ortega. Dominated Dan Ige for the first 2 rounds. Destroyed Sadiq. You know, went back and forth with Movsar Evloev. Some people actually thought he won. You know, and had big moments against Volkanovski. We don't know a ton about Gene besides he has power, which, yes, Diego Lopes could get caught, could get finished, but he has more ways to win that we've seen. We've seen more from him with a better track record. Like I mean, like a better strength of schedule. Definitely better. You know, it's like in college football, if the best team in the world is playing awful teams, but they're beating them 100-0. Or you take the number 15, he's playing number 10 and number 8, and he's beating those guys. Like he splits those like 1-1. That to me is more impressive than the best team in the country beating no good college football teams. Like I know more about that lower ranked team than I do about the number 1 team, number 1 team. So I like Diego Lopes. I feel like he has more ways to win that we've seen. Yes, he's hittable. Yes, it's dangerous. This is no near a lock at all for me. I hit on my lock last weekend, Sam Patterson to KO Trey Waters. I like Diego Lopes for the upset. It's a pretty big one. But as always, subscribe, like, comment. Peace.